Hello guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will see the shortest common supersequence problem, which is a variation of the longest common subsequence, and it is from LeetCode number 1092, and this is based on dynamic programming. So let us first read the problem statement. Now in this problem, given two strings str1 and str2, return the shortest string that has both str1 and str2 as subsequences. If multiple answers exist, you may return any of them. A string S is a subsequence of string T if deleting some number of characters from T, possibly 0, and the characters are chosen anywhere from T results in the string S. So I assume that you already know the definition of the subsequence as well as the longest common subsequence. So let us see what goals we will be covering, and then we will see the problem statement. Now in this problem we will be covering two important goals. The first one is finding the length of the shortest common supersequence, and the second problem is finding the shortest common supersequence string. Okay, so these are the most commonly asked questions for this SCS type. Now the prerequisite for solving this problem is knowing all about longest common subsequence and how to find the longest common subsequence string. Okay. So this I have already uploaded in my previous video. You can watch that in my DP playlist. Now I assume that you already know how to find LCS string. So we will proceed with this problem. Now in this problem, we are given two strings S1 and S2, and we are required to find the shortest common supersequence. So what is a supersequence? Actually, a supersequence is another string. Let's say it is string S3. Such that if you take the subsequence S1 in this string S3, then this entire string will be present as subsequence in string S3. And if you take this string S2, and this entire string S2 will also be present as a subsequence in this string S3. So one very simple type of supersequence will be if you just add S1 and S2 side by side, such that you are just concatenating this string. So if you concatenate, then this string will be the resulting string. In this case, you can see that ABAC and CAB have been added side by side. So if you take this string S3, then you can see that string S1 ABAC is a subsequence present in this string S3, and also this string S2, which is CAB, is present as a subsequence in this string S3, right? So you can say that this string S3 is a supersequence. So I hope that you already know what a sequence really means. Sequence means the characters will be arranged in order. Okay, so you can see that if there is CAB, then in your subsequence this CAB should not occur as ACB. It should occur as CAB only, and in between there can be any number of characters, but you can skip those characters in order to form a subsequence, right? So actually the order matters, but not how many characters are in between. You can always skip those characters. So this is one simple supersequence. Now another supersequence can be if you take this, if you take this AB and make it interleaving with one character of this S2, let's say it is C, and then you take this last two characters AC and put it here, and then you take these last two characters AB and put it here. Now this string S3 will also be a supersequence, because if you take the subsequence of this string S1 in this string S3, then this entire string will be present as a subsequence, which is nothing but this AB and this AC, right? And if you take this string S2 and find its subsequence in S3, then this entire string S2, which is CAB, will be present here, which is this CAB, right? So they are present in order, and the entire string S1 and S2 are present in this string S3. So this string S3 is a supersequence of this string S1 and S2. Let us see this third example. In this third example, you can see that this is also a supersequence. And how is that? If you take this string S1 and find its subsequence in this string S3, then ABAC will match here. And if you take this string S2 and find its subsequence in string S3, then CAB will match here. You can see that this C is common in both S1 and S2, and so I have written it only once. So since we are writing the common character only once, therefore the length of this supersequence will be decreasing. But this is a supersequence because the entire string S1 and the entire string S2 is contained as subsequence in this string S3. Okay, so this is a supersequence and this is of smaller length. The first one was of length 7, but here you can see that this is of length 6. So we need to form the smallest possible supersequence. So if you look at this string S3, the last one, in this case this is also a supersequence and this is of just length 5, and this is the shortest supersequence possible in this example. So if you find the subsequence of this S1, then this entire string S1 will be contained as a subsequence in this string S3. This is ABAC. Okay. Now if you take this string S2 and find its subsequence in string S3, then this entire string S2 will also be present in this string S3 as a subsequence, which is this CAB. Okay. So since both these strings are present as a subsequence in string S3, S3 is a supersequence of both these strings. And since S3 is of the shortest length possible for the supersequence of S1 and S2, therefore you can say that CABAC, which is of length 5, is the shortest common supersequence. So our goal is to find the length of this shortest common supersequence, and our second goal is to find what this supersequence really is. That is, we want to find this string S3. Okay. So supersequence maintains the sequence of S1 and S2. I hope you understood what a supersequence is, and I hope you understood what goals we are after. Now once you have understood the goals, so we can take an example and understand how do we find the length of the supersequence. If we assume the same example as string S1 ABAC and string S2 as CAB, then in the worst case, your length of the supersequence will be, if you add these two strings S1 and S2 side by side, and that will be ABAC CAB. Then the length of the supersequence will be the length of S1 plus length of S2, which will be 7 in this case. Okay, so this is the longest supersequence which is possible, but we want to minimize the length of this supersequence, right? So how do we minimize it? In the previous example, as I had shown in this S3, since this C was common, therefore we were able to write this C only once, and we were also able to maintain the order, because in a sequence order is very important. So we were maintaining order and we were writing this common C only once, and this reduced the length of this supersequence by 1. It was 7 when we were not considering these common characters, but when we considered this C as common character and wrote it only once, then the length was 6, right? So in this case as well, if we want to reduce the length of the supersequence below this worst case length, then we will have to find out the common characters, and we can write those common characters only once. But the main thing to remember is we need to maintain the order. Okay, so we will be maintaining the order from left to right. The order of string S1 and S2 should not be altered in the string S3. So how do we make string S3 in this case? Now you can see that this C and this C is common. So let us write this as AB AC AB, right? So if we write it like this, then you can see that this is string S3, by the way. Then you can see that this S1 is present entirely as a subsequence in string S3, which is this ABAC, and this string S2, which is this CAB, is present as a subsequence in string S3, which is this CAB. Okay, now this C is common and therefore it is written only once, and you can see that the order of characters is also maintained. So ABAC was from left to right, here also ABAC is from left to right. CAB was from left to right, here also CAB is from left to right. So the order is maintained and the entire characters are present as a subsequence. Therefore this is a supersequence. Now this is of length 6, so this is better than the worst case length, but we want to minimize this length. So what can we do in order to minimize it? Now in this case, we want to maximize the number of common characters, because if we can find the maximum number of common characters, then we can write those characters only once and not twice. Okay, so in that way, the length of this string S3 will be minimized. So how do you find the maximum number of common characters between two strings which is in order from left to right? Well, that problem is nothing but the longest common subsequence problem between two strings. Okay, so to form the smallest supersequence, we need to take the longest overlapping characters. So the longest number of overlapping characters which is in order from left to right is nothing but the longest common subsequence, right? So we need to find the longest common subsequence here. Now if you apply the LCS, that is longest common subsequence, then here the LCS will be equals to AB, which is of length 2, right? So this is our LCS. Now once you know the longest common subsequence, then we can include those characters only once. So we will be including this A and this B only once. So your new string S3 will be C, and then you can write AB, and again you can write AC. Okay, so this string S3 is of length 5 now, and this is the shortest supersequence. Now you can see that if you take this string S1, then this string S1 ABAC is entirely contained as a subsequence in this string S3, which is this ABAC. Now this S2 is also contained as a subsequence entirely in S3, which is this CAB. Okay, so both these strings are entirely contained in S3 as a subsequence, and also this is of smallest possible length because we have taken the longest common subsequence and included all those characters only once. Therefore this will be giving us the shortest supersequence. That is how we will be able to find the shortest supersequence, right? Now if you remember, our first goal was to find the length of the shortest common supersequence. So here it is 5, but how do we actually find it? Now in this case, if you can find the length of S1, the length of S2, then in the worst case, it will be L1 plus L2. That is the worst case supersequence length. So in this case, you are adding all the characters. Okay, so this is 4 characters and this is 3 characters. You are adding all the characters. You are not considering any common character. And that is how you are getting the worst case answer, which is 7. But since you are considering now the common characters by using this LCS, therefore let us say you are considering only one common character. Then you can see that if you consider one common character, then you will have to include this character only once and not twice. If you are not considering the common characters, then this C will occur 2 times. But if you are considering the common characters, then this will occur only 1 time. Okay, so in the worst case, your supersequence length will be L1 plus L2, and let's say the number of common characters is only 1. Then obviously from the worst case you will have to subtract 1, because this one character is occurring once in the shortest supersequence, but it could have occurred 2 times in the worst case supersequence. Okay, so if you are forming the shortest common supersequence, then we were considering the longest common subsequence and taking all the characters only once and not 2 times. Therefore in the worst case, you are having L1 plus L2 number of characters when you are adding them side by side, but when you are considering all the common characters, then you are including the common characters only once and not twice. Therefore you will have to subtract 1 time the number of characters which are included in this LCS. Okay, I hope you are understanding why are we subtracting this LCS length. So how do we find the length of SCS, which is the shortest common supersequence? In this case, LCS characters are taken only once. Therefore the length of SCS will be equals to L1 plus L2 minus the length of LCS. Now let us quickly see a bigger example. So in this case, S1 is AGGTAB, S2 is GXTXAYB. Now the LCS of these 2 strings will be GTAB. So the length of S1 is 6, length of S2 is 7, and the LCS length is 4. Therefore, the SCS length will be equals to L1 plus L2 minus LCS, which will be 9. So if you calculate the shortest common supersequence for these two strings, then that will come out as AGGXT XAYB, which is of length 9. Okay. So this was our first goal, which was to find the length of SCS. Now what about our second goal? Our second goal was to find this string, this SCS string. Okay, so this is the most important goal. Actually, if you know how to find the LCS string, then it will be a cakewalk in order to find the SCS string. So let us see the steps of finding the SCS string. Now first of all, when you are given this string S1 and S2, then you need to find the LCS string. In this case, the LCS string will come out as G tab. Okay, so once you have calculated this LCS, then what you need to do is you need to form the shortest common supersequence string. Now the things to remember here is, actually whatever character is present in LCS, you want to include it only once in the SCS, as I had already shown you. Okay, so add LCS characters only once and assume that the first common character belongs to the LCS character, because we will be moving from left to right, and whatever character is coming common as first will be taken as the LCS character. That I will be showing you by a dry run. Okay, that will be better to understand. Now the third point is add the non-LCS characters in order of either S1 then S2 or vice versa. This also I will be showing you in the dry run. So let us now see the dry run. We will be taking 3 pointers. Okay. Now we will be forming this shortest common supersequence string. So now what we will do is we will keep traversing in this string S1 as long as we do not see this LCS character. Okay, so this LCS character is actually G. This is A. So A will get included. We will move to G. So this G and this G are matching, and this is the first common character. Okay, so whatever is occurring before this character should be maintained in order, and that is why I have included it initially in SCS. Now we will do the same thing for this string S2, and we will keep traversing to the right hand side and include all the characters in this SCS, and after that we will include this LCS character. But here this is already pointing to G, therefore we will not be including anything. Now this is pointing to G, this pointer P1 is pointing to G, this P2 is pointing to G, and our current LCS character is G. Therefore, since these are matching, that is we can take it in the LCS, therefore we will just be including it only once, and once we have included it, we will increment our pointer value. Okay, so these both will be incremented and this one will also be incremented. Now we will repeat the process again. Now we will see that we will have to again traverse this string S1, okay, until we hit this current character of LCS. So this is G, but the current character is T. So we will be including this G into our SCS. Now this current character is T, which is the same as this LCS, so we will stop here. We will do the same with S2. We will keep traversing to the right until we hit this character T. This is X, so this will get included, and now we have hit this T. Okay, so this T and this T all are same. Therefore this is a common character and we will have to include it only once. So we will include it only once. We will increment both the pointers, right? So we will also increment this one. Now the current LCS character is A. In S1 we will keep moving to the right until we hit this character A, but this is character A, so we will not do anything. Now we will do the same for S2. We will keep moving to the right and include all the characters in SCS until we hit this character A. So this is X, so X will get included. We will move to the next character, which is A. So this is A, which is the same as this A. So this A and this A are all common. Therefore this is a part of the LCS. We will only be including once, and we will increment both the pointers. Okay, and we will also increment this one. Now the current character is B. So we will again repeat the process for S1 and S2. In S1 we are pointing to B, so we will not do anything. In S2 we are pointing to y. So y will get included, we will move to b. Now b is the same as this b. So these b characters are all common, so it will be included only once, and we will increment all the pointers, right? Now you can see that the LCS is over. Okay, and whatever characters were left in S1 and in S2, all will be copied into this string SCS. In this case, there are no characters left, but let us say there was character S and T, and here there was character O and P. Then we would have just copied this ST here, and again we would have copied this OP here. But in this case, these strings are not present. Okay, so this thing should also be handled. Now in this case, this is the shortest common supersequence string, and this is how we can find the string. So the important thing is to find the LCS string, and all these characters should only be included once into our SCS string, and all other characters will be included in order. And why are we taking 3 pointers? Because we want to traverse from the 0th index to the last index in order to maintain the order. Order is very important in a sequence, right? So that is why we took 3 pointers pointing to index 0 and to the index 0 of this LCS, and we were traversing to the right and including all the non-common characters in between these LCS characters, so that everything is maintained in order. So the most important thing here is to maintain the order, and the second most important thing is to include all these LCS characters once and not twice. This will give you the shortest common supersequence. So I hope you were able to understand the idea behind solving how to find the length of the SCS and also how to find the SCS string. Okay. Now what will be the time complexity in this case? It will be nothing but finding the LCS. This is the most time taking operation for this entire problem. So finding LCS is nothing but this is the length of string S1 and this is the length of string S2, because we will be making a DP table which will be of size S1 into S2. Okay. So S1 is basically the length of string S1, S2 is the length of string S2. So I hope you understood the time complexity. Now let us look at the code. Now this is the entire code for the shortest common supersequence, where we will be receiving string S1 and string S2. Now we will be taking an answer string which we will be returning as our answer. We will be storing the LCS string in this LCS, and we will be calling the find LCS function by passing these two strings. This will return what is the LCS for the string S1 and S2. Okay. Now once we have found the LCS, then we will be using 2 pointers for string S1 and string S2, which is nothing but P1 and P2. So this P1 will be pointing to index 0 of string S1. This P2 will be pointing to index 0 of string S2, right? Now we will follow the same approach as I had shown in the dry run. We will be scanning through all the elements from left to right until we hit the current character of the LCS. If we do not hit it, then we will continue to add all the characters in order in this answer string. Now we will do the same with this string S2, and we will add all the characters until we hit the current LCS character into this answer string. Okay. Now once we have included all the characters and we are pointing to the LCS character in both the string S1 and S2, then we will have to include the character which is the LCS character only once into this answer string, and we will be incrementing both the pointers P1 and P2, because it should not be included twice. It will only be included once, and we will keep repeating for all the LCS characters. Now once we finish with all the LCS characters, then also your string S1 and string S2 might have some other characters on the right hand side. So at the end we will be including all the leftover characters. After parsing all the characters of LCS, we will be including all the leftover characters of S1 and S2, and we will be adding it into our answer, and finally we will return our answer. Now in this problem you can see that I have first added the characters of S1 and then added the characters of S2. But you can also do it in the other way. You can add characters of S2 and then add characters of S1. It won't matter. Okay. Only the order inside a string will matter, and not which string is added first into your answer, right? Now let us quickly see how do we find the LCS in this case. So I have already explained the LCS concept, so I will not be repeating it. Now here I have taken the DP table, which is a two-dimensional table, but instead of taking it integer type, I have taken it string type, so that in the DP table, whatever is present in the last cell as a string will be nothing but your LCS, and our goal was to find the LCS string. That is why I am finding the LCS string here. Now if you are seeing the first row or the first column, then obviously that will be filled with 0, and in this case, since we are using string, it will be an empty string. Otherwise, if you are seeing a common character, if let's say there is A, there was A, then we will be adding this current character A to this diagonal element. This I have already explained in LCS. Otherwise, if this character was different, then we would have taken the maximum of top and left. So this is the concept of LCS. I have just converted it by using string in order to find the LCS string. Now at the end I will be returning the last string, and this will indicate if you are having this string S1 and if you are having this string S2, then what is the longest common subsequence string. So that will be stored in this last cell, and this we are returning. So that is how we will be calculating LCS. Now I hope you understood the entire problem of finding the length of SCS as well as how to find the SCS string. If you have any problem, then do comment below and I will try to help you as soon as possible. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of these programming videos. See you in our next video. Thank you.